Jesus lived in a culture where honor and shame were central guiding forces to a person's conduct and the esteem and place that they held in their community. As Dr. Stephen Patterson puts it in his book, The God of Jesus, to have honor was to have a place, a role within which one is readily recognized by one's peers, a role which functions one may competently perform. One knows what to expect from an honorable person. They are clear about their role in life. They know what is expected and do their duty. And to have shame was the opposite. It occurred when someone behaves in a way that is inappropriate in his or her role or to society in general. Those behaving inappropriately were considered shameful people. They acted outside the box of expected honorable conduct for whatever role they had in the culture. Such actions were disquieting to others and perceived as an undesired disturbance, threat, even danger. Roles in society were defined, and compliance with the role as defined made you honorable. Non-compliance made you shameful. And honor and shame were forces that helped hold the communal life together. For the most part, there was not a readily accessible police force or courts to keep people in line, and consequently, nonconformists were typically shamed back into their expected roles or faced expulsion, or worse, if they didn't fall into line. In essence, honor was given when you took on and were recognized as having a role and successfully functioned in the role, and you were allowed to hold it by others. Shame came into play when you failed. When you failed at being recognized or functioning in a role. If a person ignored honor and shame, eventually they were considered shameless fools, and they were cast out. And honor and shame still play roles in our culture to a lesser degree, but they're still there. Dr. Patterson uses the example of a junior high dance. If I took on the role of a wannabe dancer way back in junior high, I might have asked a potential dance partner something like, "May I have the honor of this dance?" And the honor came from acceptance of my request. Shame came from being turned down, or it could come later if my awkward flailing about to rock and roll failed at dancing. I'm shamed for not being what I aspired to be, a passable dance partner. Or what if my dancing is so bad the partner runs off the floor in the middle of the song? There's no honor in that. There's only shame, unless someone comes and rescues me, stepping in to become my partner, restoring me to that honorable position. And we actually negotiate honor and shame more than we think, not just at dances to hold a job or even community leadership. We take on roles that ordinarily require recognition of us in the role, some sort of consensus of our successfully functioning in that role. And honor helps keep us there. Shame helps us do as culturally expected. It's not as strong today, but the sense of shame and honor do come into play. And in Jesus' day, both meant the world to most people. So much so that, like I said, a person ignored honor and shame at the peril of being considered shameless fools and cast out or shunned, or worse. And Jesus is just such a shameless fool. He's cast out and he's shunned by cultural elites. In the Gospels, we find political and religious leaders trying to shame him and dishonor him. They challenge Jesus and they challenge his way. And when that doesn't work, when he will not step back in line, they plot to eliminate him. When they capture him to do so, they take extraordinary steps to dishonor and shame him with mocking and scourging and public display of the worst kind, marching him down the street, spitting on him, putting him unclothed in a public place. Horrible suffer and die. Jesus' biggest dishonoring of the culture, his most shameful acts were ironically refusing to recognize shame and to try and remove it from society, all the while caring for those that were culturally shamed. Over and over and over again, Jesus knocks down barriers of shame. He rescues those in shame. Jesus lives a life and leads a movement that disallows shame. Think about all the stories we know about Jesus helping people. A great number of them are about Jesus stepping over some sort of line in the sand for shame and joining the shame. Another metaphor suggested by the Jericho setting in the lesson is Jesus knocks down walls that deny justice and kindness to the shame. He goes over that line and he gives justice to them. He gives kindness to them, all of them, any of them. Jesus did not shun. He joined the shunned and asked his followers to do so too. A healing gift Jesus had that cannot be denied is he made whole in his community those wounded through the cultural dishonor of shame. In one story, a shamed woman accused of adultery was about to be executed, and Jesus defends her with challenge of his own. He challenges the honor of those wishing to eradicate her shame. Let him who is without sin cast the first stone. His accusers all skulk away themselves, shamed by Jesus' challenge. And we see Jesus knocking down walls of shame surrounding other women. Martha tries to get Jesus to help shame Mary back into a conventional role, and Jesus knocks that wall of shame down. A foreigner woman at the well who's married many times and living with someone else's husband is shunned by others. Jesus knocks that wall of shame down. A Syro-Phoenician woman talks Jesus into taking the shame wall around her and her daughter down, and Jesus knocks that wall of shame down. There's a sobbing woman that been shamed as she washed Jesus' feet. Jesus knocks that wall of shame down. Even Mary Magdalene herself was shunned and shamed with demons, and Jesus knocked that wall of shame down. It's not just women. A man is also in a shameful state with demons, approached by Jesus, and Jesus knocked that wall of shame down. He knocks down the wall of shame for numerous ostracized lepers. He knocks down the wall of shame for loathsome, shameful tax collectors. And it's not just the marginalized either who Jesus removes distinctive shame from. Loathed, Gentile, Roman centurions, and collaborating religiously are not shunned, but they are welcome to Jesus' table and community. Even shunners are not shunned by Jesus. He even asks forgiveness for those who shamed and crucified him. Jew, Gentile, slave, free, male, female, old, young, rich, poor, sick, stranger, and in prison, all of them get into Jesus' community, and he removes their shame. He disallows it. And Jesus calls us to remove and disallow shame too. And the United Church of Christ embodies that call in its motto that's on the banner outside this morning. No matter who you are or where you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. Today's story about Bartimaeus is another example of Jesus knocking down a shame wall and welcoming the culturally shamed onto his way and into his community. Bartimaeus means literally son of honor. His name telegraphed to the first hearers of the story the discordant news that this poor blind beggar, a culturally shamed person, is the son of honor. And the discord in the story is that a blind beggar, expendable nobody sitting outside the town of Jericho is not supposed to be in line for honor. Bartimaeus is begging on the side of the road. He's a beggar, a blind beggar. That's his role. He cannot see, he cannot work. And in the regular scheme of things, he begs, and the honorable thing for him to do is accept his lot in life and what people deign to give to him. He's not supposed to be the first person in all the Bible to see and proclaim that Jesus is the son of David. And he's certainly not supposed to bother a revered rabbi, let alone accost him, crudely yelling, "Son of David, have mercy on me." That's just shameful. And so the story has a lot of people trying to shame Bartimaeus. We're told many sternly ordered him to be quiet. And what does the Son of Honor do? We're told he cried out even more loudly, "Son of David, have mercy on me." Good for him, because that prayer to Jesus gets heard over the raucous clamor to try and shame him. Jesus answers the prayer by stepping over the line in the sand that was meant to keep Bartimaeus on the street, outside the city walls, quietly walled away by society, being poor and blind and a nobody expendable to the culture. And it's no accident that Jesus takes down the walls of shame outside of Jericho, where Joshua took down physical barriers. Jesus takes down cultural barriers. Every single time he encounters, everywhere he encounters them. The message is, there is no wall of shame that a culture can build that Jesus will not take down and stand on the side of the shamed. Whatever place of shame we might think we are in, or the culture tries to claim we're in, not only is Jesus willing to cross over that line and side with us, he brings justice and kindness with him. And in so doing, knocks down the wall of shame as effectively as Joshua knocked the walls of Jericho down. We can pray to Jesus over any raucous clamor and attempts to try and shame us, and Jesus will be with us on the shame side of life, and he will wash it away. He will provide us with justice and kindness. He will override traditional acts of shaming. That's one of Jesus' specialties. Jesus disallows shame, absolutely all of it. And that's not to say that there are not consequences for real wrongs and sins. There are. But shame by the culture does not ever influence who God or Jesus Christ care for or love. It certainly did not stop Jesus on his mission as a person in history or on his continued experiential reality after Easter. Jesus is shamed in his life. And he's literally shamed to death by Rome. But that didn't stop God from honoring and validating Jesus and his way. Shortly after his death, Jesus' followers get that. No shaming effort by earthly power could end all that Jesus did and taught, most especially his efforts to take down the walls of shame and bring justice and kindness to the culturally shamed. You see, ironically, Rome's efforts at shaming Jesus backfires. He's not the shameful one. We know Rome's earthly ways of oppression are what is shameful. But even that, we must work to see that individuals who behave in oppressive ways must not have the violence of being shamed imposed personally on them by us. That's why Jesus asked God to forgive those who crucified him. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Jesus and Jesus' followers are not to shame people. That's very difficult to do, especially in this climate with anger and disagreements and high relief. We feel drawn by earthly ways to shame those we disagree with. We call them names, we mock their positions, we shun them. Example of this is the heated political climate we are in, with so many on both sides dishonoring and shaming opponents. Former United States Ambassador to the United Nations, Republican Nikki Haley, recently called greater civility, noting that, quote, in our toxic political environment, I've heard some people in both parties describe their opponents as enemies or evil. And then Haley pointed out, in America, our political opponents are not evil. And she goes on to describe real acts of evil in the world, noting, in the last 2 years, I've seen true evil. And then she added, we have some serious political differences here at home, but our opponents are not evil. They are just opponents. I don't know Ambassador Haley's religious affiliation, but her words that I just quoted are akin to Jesus' efforts. I hear her teaching us to end shaming in politics that so many of us are so tired. And she's not alone. Michelle Obama urged that when others go low, we should go high. And Ms. Haley and Ms. Obama can be heard to express the spirit of what Jesus taught and did wherever shame was named. Instinctively, if someone was shamed, Jesus went and stood with them and unshamed them. He does that still today. And it's our call to treat people Jesus' way in politics and everywhere else. We can disagree, we can oppose, we can even protest, but we must buck earthly ways and learn to not to do so wielding the very violent weapon of shame. And when we see victims of that weapon, whoever they are, and whatever place of shame they might be placed in, like Jesus, we need to be willing to go to work to bring them justice and kindness. We need to work to knock the walls of shame down as effectively as Jesus. Jesus disallows shame. And we strive to do so too.